And this 50th year anniversary, basically the people that marched from Selma to Montgomery this year was primarily someplace else. Okay, when they got here, because what they use it for, because you're not going to keep anyone here from the 7th of March to the 25th. Most people don't plan their vacation down there themselves. So usually what they do, they continue, they march across the bridge and then they continue to march when they do. Normally they do the reenactments about every 5 years or so. It should be in the 50s because really. So you had that group came in. Very good local participation. Very. To the Capitol and all that. Okay, then the week of the 25th, the city of Montgomery basically planned its celebration. So they had their march from St. Jude down the trail up to the that was to Montgomery. City of Montgomery planned. But when all these hundreds of people, everybody was in here, it was just like, we're not into that. We don't have our own celebration on the week of the 25th.
Let's see. If you could either wave a magic wand or just take a collective body and shake the conscience of those here who want change, who want progress, who feel exactly what you're saying, what would you have them do? What would you advise them to do?
Well, first of all, you got to really understand that, it was like when everybody said, well, there's no way first that President Obama would win the nomination from Hillary Clinton, including Montgomery, including probably most people themselves thought it was possible that he would Montgomery. That this can't happen. And then when he beat Hillary, that was not supposed to happen. But definitely, that was the end of that. Just ain't no way.
Are you saying that a lot of people who even voted for him said there's no way? Or do you think
the people that would vote for him, particularly in the primary, they felt from the beginning. In fact, I always had people, they were talking about, black folks now, but 13% of the population of the nation. That's it. Political science, that's good. But when you look at the science of the universe, in which they would as if God has decided that someone other than a white male would be in the White House for the first time since there's been America. If he has decided that it's going to be Barack Obama, he's going to win. Because he's not supposed to be Obama. And he's not even supposed to be on the ballot. Because he was supposed to beat Hillary. So he went. Well, 4 years later, same thing. Well, that happened in that's the same. That's what you remember the conversation we had 4 years ago. Same as it was 4 years ago. If he's supposed to stay, he's going to stay. I don't care how few folks in America that are black. I said, you don't have enough to elect him the first time.
Absolutely.
So whoever put him there the first time. But I'm going there to go here. When you look at, basically, the civil rights movement is always compared to the struggle of the Hebrews. And Dr. King added kind of like a note to mention, because he took on the non-violent philosophy of godly, with the struggle of of India. So when you look at those three, you look at the three movements, they almost mirror each other.
Absolutely.
And you look at, starting with Moses, his thing was, you started with it was, take about 7 days and something, it ended up being 40 years. And even after all that, Moses, he didn't make it. He didn't cross into the promised land. Then you get to God, same thing. God got assassinated. 48. They got the independence and everything. Eating. In the heat of it. Dr. King. Same thing. So that was what we call everybody, that was the promised land to the Jews. And then India, they went to their promised land. And us, you win. The point that I'm making then, okay, I tell most people that's and then what? We stay in about the children of Israel stay in about 40 years. Look at the history of India. That they was running there, and you start, get these assassinations and things, and you check out, just even after time, this is after 40-year period. And so when you look at, okay, well, let's start back at Moses. How long did they stay free? About 40 years. No. Well, I look, we basically look at it from the time that Dr. King was killed in 1968. And if you count forward 40 years, that means that we are for the end, that when Joshua died. That was about a 40-year period. The promised land. And then children of Israel will start becoming what? Re-enslaved. Indians, they started, we're going to take about the same way. They went in first from. And then us. That's the only one thing I always disagree with the president. I always think about, well, we're in the promised land. Hey, wait. You of all folks should know where we are. Because when you look at when the children of Israel became re-enslaved, that's where you found, that's where he was named from, out the book of Judges. All right. That's where you find his name the first time in the Bible. Just that. And that was associated with the beginning of the freedom of the children of Israel again. The next thing that's most significant in that whole thing is that you had the emergence of Deborah, which probably, other than, it's just like with Dr. King, Miss King was there supporting the movement, but she wasn't calling them youth, that thing. With Moses, his wife, right, all that, and everything. But she wasn't leaning them on. But once they got re-enslaved, then you had Deborah emerges. And she said, all right. Well, I ain't going this, you go. So that's where you have true emergence of leadership of women.
Hmm.
And then as you go forward, same thing with Indians. They had female, strong female leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And now you find females having more mainstream leadership involvement than ever before.
Hmm.
But looking at that, it's all now, we going down, yeah. Well, why are we in the Supreme Court again? To regain the power of the Voting Rights Act of
Yes.
1965.
Absolutely.
What are we going up there?
Mm-hmm.
We are the claimants.
Mm-hmm.
Again, from Alabama. We the ones up there, you know, 2015 case, trying to get something back that we had.
Mm-hmm.
It's particular. It's very, it's very related to me. That, hey, I can vote in the ballot. We fought to get, and we come all the way from the bridge to the grounds of the U.S. Supreme Court on the same issue.
On the very same issue.
And not only just the vote, everything else.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We refight. And so the point I'm making is that we are not in no problem.
Mm-hmm.
We're in a state of recapture.
Mm-hmm.
The unfortunate thing about it is that how long did the children of Israel stay enslaved the second time?
How long?
More than 40 years. You ask some of the theologians and stuff, they'll tell you something. Some will say, and I guess, when you look at it, that first wave with the Canaanites, with Barak and Deborah, was well natural. That wasn't a 70-year period, but that was just the first of the 12 tribes.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess by the time you got to all of them, I really hadn't. But, it's a good reference point for my thing. I look at it, where it's 40 and where it's 70, I know it's another long fight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then you look at, you say, well, what was the, how did it get kept? Well, from day one on, and God, calls Moses, he calls out the king, he calls God, the whole thing was, stay away from the table and the bed of your enemy. And basically, when you look at today, the reason that we don't have a black man after 50 years of civil rights participation is because primarily the influence that the enemy has over the people, that people respecting them to think that they know what's going on, and if you're not in, this circle, that you're not going to get anything. Well, you don't have anything. What's you going to lose? You can't lose something you don't have. And so, when you look at how we got to where we are, and I don't know, I'm sure Pennsylvania probably, whatever problems y'all had up there is different from here, but I had to look at, why are we where we are in Montgomery today? Primarily is the fact that the enemy has more credibility in most instances to us than we have with each other.
How do we change that?
Well, like I said here again, it's a process that is as 40 years or 70,
Mm-hmm.
it means that, yeah, it
How
will.
does that process start?
Well, it starts by people that, even though you may be in a minority, that you refuse absolutely to accept it.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't nothing that you're going to compromise the rights of many for the accommodation of the few.
Mm-hmm. It's just very hard for me to believe, but again, I'm learning, and I can't tell you just how much of a blessing it is to have this opportunity to learn from you today. That black people here in Montgomery, Alabama, who have seen people hanging from trees, set on fire, shot dead, homes blown up, churches blown up.
Yeah, 'cause they start bumping churches. They still, after the boycott was over, they still bumping churches.
Mm-hmm. Still bombed churches, still, did things to children, women, men, everything. And our people are still kind of having the thought process that we should listen to those who inflict this kind of harm
Okay.
on us because they are more powerful than us. Do you think it's out of fear? It's a combination of fear.
Well, it's the same thing. It's a process, and you really have no control over it. It's just like, if God was speaking directly to the children of Israel under the leadership of Moses, and they had all kinds of evidence. They had the the Red Sea. They had the cross of the river, which is far more than we have,
Mm-hmm.
and they didn't believe it, and they didn't practice it. So it's a process that those of us here now is that period that we have to deal with what we deal with now.
You know what, Representative McClammy, I can't leave here without some kind of marching orders.